All right. Good morning, everybody. It is March 9th, 2023. Welcome to the Lang Trading Chat Room. As always, if you're new, it's going to go something like this. I'm going to start off. I'm going to look at the SPY and the QQQ, determine our market bias, pick which way we think the markets are going to go today. Next up, I'm going to review the gap list. On the right-hand side of the screen, got my long ideas in green, short ideas are in red. These are just ideas. They're not meant to be blindly bought or sold. We are pattern traders, so we need a pattern to trade them. Make sure you guys are always practicing proper money management. You're not going to get rich quick. You're not going to earn while you learn. This is a very challenging business. You need to do it the right way. Start off with very small risk, $5 to $10 per trade, and then incrementally work your way up till you're at a $500, $1,000 per trade. This is a challenging business. Like I said, you don't want to get lose all your chips in the first year of doing it. Got to be in it for the long haul. So with that, let's get into it. So I think we're gonna have a bullish bias today, guys. Looking like a nice buy setup on the 65-minute chart. You see we ran up here, sold off. Now we're coming back down into an area of support. It is a little bit of a deep retracement. You can see it's a little bit deeper than 50%, but we had a nice consolidation yesterday, just a choppy bullish day yesterday, and now we're gapping up over it. Just a small gap, but enough to get over that resistance here. So I think we got room up to about 404. 408 would be a really, or 408 would be a pretty bullish move. I don't see that happening, but I do see us getting up into this 404 area. I think we hold the 396. I don't see us breaking below that. And if we do break below that, there's a really bearish sentiment. We should have room down to 394, 392. So I think we hold the 396 today. I think we bounce up to about 404. Qs, same sort of thing, gapping up. Got a nice buy setup. This one didn't retrace as much, so this is like right at that 50%. So this Qs looks a lot more bullish. Should have room up to about 304 on the Qs. So definitely going into today with a bullish bias. We don't have any news or anything that's going to impact our trading. Any major news, at least. We got a speech at 9, so be mindful of that. But it's not a JWoww, so it shouldn't affect the markets too much. And then I've got some good ideas, guys. Got some pretty good ideas. This first up is BJ. Nice gap, gapping over multiple pivots into a clear void. Should have room really up to $80. So a lot of void on this. Does pretty good range, so keep an eye on it. Asan is the next one, ASAN. This one's gapping up. I don't like it how it's gapping up over like 5 green bars in a row. That is a bit of a concern to me, but it is gapping up over multiple pivots over this moving average here into a bit of a void. So should have room to about $22 there. Nvidia next up on the list. This one is gapping up just barely. I really just like it because it's at like not an all-time high, but it's at a high for a year or so. So this thing's in a major void. It's been really strong. Watch for some relative strength and watch for a pattern on Nvidia. I like it over the 240, 250 spot. Next up, first short idea is SCHW. This one's a really nice short gap, actually. Gapping under multiple pivots, a green bar into a major void. So I'm really liking this SCHW. Got a lot of room down, so should have room to at least $70, probably more like 68. So keep an eye on that one. Next up is Tesla. So short idea here. Gapping under that red bar, almost under the red bar, not quite. So this thing, if the market ends up being a little weaker, this thing shows some relative weakness. I like it. It has room to drop. Should have at least room to 170, 165. So keep an eye on the Tesla short. Next up is ARHS. This one's pretty nice as well. It is 3 red bars down, so not a big fan of that, but it's gapping under this pivot, right at this pivot. It might be a little bit of support here, so be mindful of the $10 to $11 area, but should have room. I mean, $10 is really the markets are open. I'm going to continue going down this list. I'm not going to be trading anything within the first 5 minutes. So next up on the list is GE. I really like this one, guys. This is gapping up to almost an all-time. Actually, Now that it's gapping up a little bit more, I think it basically is an all-time high. So GE is like an all-time high, super strong stock. Yeah, definitely watch this thing. Good volume. Next up is PayPal. So this one's going to need to get over the $78 area before I'm interested. Need it over 78, but I do like it if it gets there. Has a pretty solid void. Should see at least 80 bucks. Next up on the short side is SBNW. NY, sorry. This one's gapping down after a couple red days in a row. I believe this is an all-time low. We're close to it. So yeah, really nothing until you're about 78 bucks. So keep an eye on this one. Really 80 bucks, I suppose. But yeah, keep an eye on the SBNY for a nice short idea. And then last but not least is BAC. So this one's gapping into a pretty solid void. It is down a few days in a row, so it might be a little bit extended, but I do like that it has room to about 32 bucks, maybe a little bit lower. So I guess not a ton of room on this thing, but yeah, you can keep an eye on it. Not a ton, but all right. Let's get to trading. Hey, thank you for the follow, Foster B. If you have any questions or comments about how I'm trading, how you're trading, anything, just throw it up in the chat log. I do trade stocks, but I will review anything, cryptos, ETFs, Forex. That's what you're into. All right, so we're getting a choppy open right now, guys. Just the markets are pulling in a little bit with long ideas. The BJ is just hanging out. SON is moving up pretty good. Pretty solid move on the ASAN. I don't want to see it do too much more, though, because it is going to be a range concern here in a bit. But, guys, NVIDIA looks pretty solid. NVIDIA looks solid. Kind of not solid. Peekabooed over that resistance. Stopped at that pre-market resistance. So keep an eye on the NVIDIA over high of the day. None of the short ideas are looking too good right now. Maybe the ARHS. You can watch this one. It's probably looking like the best idea. GE's ripping higher. Keep a close eye on GE, guys. Same with PayPal. I want PayPal. I want to see PayPal get up to 78 bucks. BAC is kind of chopping around, so not much to do early, guys. Just stay patient, know your spots, know what you want to trade, don't rush into anything. Get all these charts reset here. All right. Okay, so BJ's moving up. BJ is moving up. Guys, Assan's gonna be tough. Yeah, this is one I'm not trading this thing, guys. So I'm taking Assan off my list. Taking it off the list. I'm gonna throw Apple on there. Actually, I'm gonna throw AMD on there instead of Apple. Yeah, I'm gonna throw AMD on my list, guys. Assan is just not. This look, it's already up two. Yeah, no, I'm not trading that. All right. So looking at a AMD instead of Assan. Hey, what's up, Casey? How you doing today? Another great day for trading. That's for sure. Yeah, guys, I like AMD and NVIDIA. Same sector. PayPal is moving up as well. So good stuff on PayPal. Good stuff on NVIDIA and AMD. I'm watching all three. SCH. What is this? Schwab. Okay, I'm just going to start saying Schwab. So I hate saying SCHW. So Schwab. Tesla's moving up a little bit. The ARHS is going lower, guys. Keep an eye on that one. Still watching that DKS, Casey? Grinding up still. Yapping up another day. So maybe it'll get to 174. Isn't that what your target was? Yeah. Got a ways to go. Guys, I like GE's a little bit of a range concern, but I do like it. I do like GE. I like PayPal. I like AMD and Nvidia. Guys, the long ideas are looking good right now. Market's moving up. Keep an eye on this AMD, guys. AMD 5-minute 3-bar play. Watch it. Still got like 4 minutes left, so not right here, but AMD and Nvidia, both of them over high today, look good. Guys, PayPal's looking good too. Tesla's not looking so hot, so I'm gonna replace Tesla with PayPal on my favorites list right here. Replace Tesla with PayPal. I don't know. I feel like Tesla just might not be a short trade today. The way it's bouncing already. I mean, we'll see, but I think it's going to benefit me more to watch the PayPal. So got a close eye on this thing, guys. Does this resistance, these pivots right up here at like 78.70. Bit of a concern, but watch it. Guys, Nvidia, AMD kind of peekaboo. You're watching Visco. Visco short under 33. So you're getting in like right here. Stop loss at 35.50. So kind of a tight stop just over this pivot right here, kind of. So it's a little bit of a tight stop. It's more like a day trade for you, I believe, Casey. And then target's down. Target's in a good spot. It is down like 6-7 red days in a row though, so it might get a little bit of a bounce. But yeah, definitely a short stock or a weak stock. It is putting in some higher highs. So I'd be careful, Casey. I'd be careful with that. All right, so PayPal's still moving up. BJ's putting in some topping tails, so not a lot of strength there. AMD's pulling in a little bit. Still like the AMD, guys. Still like it. Nvidia really pulled in. Wow. So AMD's definitely stronger than Nvidia. So I like that more for sure. PayPal's still moving up. The Schwab is kind of hanging out. What is Etsy doing? GE continues to go higher. All right, so don't see a whole lot to do right now, guys. I like AMD the best. AMD is my top watch. This is the strongest stock I see, and let's see, the market's stronger than that though, so I'd like to see a little more strength out of that. And then I do like PayPal as well. I like PayPal. Just it needs to give me a pattern. I'm a little bit hesitant to take it up here, honestly. It needs to give me a really good pattern for me to get confident in that thing. All right. So AMD's putting in a bit of a bottoming tail. Nice. Because I'm gonna consider you're gonna need $1.50, so you're gonna need about 88 bucks. So well within range. So yeah, keep an eye on AMD. It's definitely my top watch right now. Nvidia's not doing much. Alright. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna keep my eye on AMD. I like it. It's got another about 30 seconds. Actually, I'm gonna get my order in for this thing. 86.46 by 85.72. Alright. It's about a 74-cent stop. Gonna be just under that whole number. Give this thing a little bit of room here. Alright. I've got an order ready for AMD. I haven't placed it just yet. I have not placed this order just yet. We're gonna see how it holds up right here. Okay, yeah. So not getting the order in there on AMD. It just broke what would have been my stop loss, so I'm not doing that just yet. You can watch this BJ. This thing is pretty nice still. It's definitely strong. Bit of a range concern, but it is on earnings today, so should be able to handle that no problem. Yeah, keep an eye on the BJ. BJ, I still do like AMD. I do. It's just going to need to give me a little bit better pattern. Nvidia is pretty weak. As PayPal looks good. I really like PayPal. This is probably the strongest stock that I see on my list. I think PayPal is the strongest stock that I have. Get in this thing with like a dollar stop. Minor range concern, but this thing does do some decent sized days. I don't know about a $4 day. That's asking a little much out of it, so we'll keep an eye on it. The Schwab looks like it's moving up a little bit. Oh, I just realized AHRS is hard to borrow. Wow. All right, so take that off the list. And SPNY. Man, okay, take that off the list. Oh, dang. All right, we got any other ideas to put on here? You can watch Apple. That's really it. The Shop is strong. Roblox. Actually, I'm gonna put Roblox on this. Roblox and was this AAL? What's the volume like? Some pretty good volume. All right. So Roblox, AAL, putting them on the list. And RBLX, looking good. It's in a nice, really nice void, so keep an eye on that thing. RBLX. All right. BJ, AMD, Nvidia, Schwab, PayPal, RBLX. And Roblox is looking pretty solid, actually, guys. Same with AAL. AAL doesn't look too bad. American Airlines. Where's some of the other airlines doing? Okay, so we're moving up. Not JBlue. AAL and DAL. UAL. Not so much. DAL does look good, though. All right, keep an eye on the airlines, maybe. Guys, keep an eye on the Nvidia as well. Putting in a big bottoming tail here. This thing still has quite a bit of range left, so I like Nvidia, or not Nvidia, AMD. Nvidia is pretty weak, actually. Guys, I need PayPal to just slow it down a little bit. If it gives a buy setup at this point, I'll be interested. Come back down, retest the 78 area. I will be interested in that, no doubt. BJ is looking a little bit higher, but yeah, needs a better pattern for sure. AMD looking like a bull flag on the 1 minute. Looking pretty solid. I'm gonna keep my eye on that for sure. Video looks lower. Guys, I want to watch RBLX as well. It's holding the VWAP pretty solid right now. So it would be a 47 cent stop. So it has enough range in it. It has enough range for sure. GE's done. I'm not trading that thing. It's not happening. Tesla's moving up. BAC, guys. Keep on this BAC short. I'm going to watch Bank of America short. It's a really weak. That's like really weak, guys. Okay, AMD's looking higher. Markets are looking higher here. So I'm going to be looking to get into this AMD here, guys. AMD and Roblox both looking solid. All right. I would like a better pattern on AMD, honestly, though. I don't know if I want to take it high today by the dollar stop. Roblox, I think I am going to take this with a 47-cent stop, though. I mean, it's a pretty nice move up. Nice consolidation. All right, so 42.65 by, what is this, 42.18. 48-cent stop, 47. Then we're going to need about 43.60. All right. Guys, RBLX. Yeah. All right, I'm getting the order in here. Give this thing a few cents here. All right. So RBLX, 42.65 by 42.19. And I'm watching AMD as well. AMD's at high of the day right here. AMD's at high of the day. It's gonna be like 86.50 by 85.58. Not getting in right here, no doubt. No. Waiting on that. Man, look at the markets popping as well. Big pop on the SPY and the Qs. All right. So RBLX not really popping with the market. It's a bit concerning, but we're gonna leave it for now. Guys, AAL, American Airlines. I want to watch this one as well. This is looking pretty solid. Looking good, higher. Nothing really holding it back. Maybe these pivots right at 1680 or something. Keep an eye on it. AMD kind of peekabooing in, hanging out now. All right. So still got that order in on RBLX. Has not triggered just yet. Looking like it's about to any second now. So this is a 47-cent stop. So break even on this is going to be 43.12. 43.12 on the Roblox. What is this thing doing? Guys, I still like Bank of America too. I really like the relative weakness on this. Looks really solid. I still like AMD as well. This thing has done less than half its range, so a lot of potential left on AMD. Nvidia, not so much. It's a lot weaker than the markets are. PayPal's a bit of a range concern at this point. And RBX still hanging out. Honestly, this thing chopped around for another couple minutes. I wouldn't be too mad. The only concern I have about RBX at this point is the relative strength. It's not showing a ton of strength. I mean, this first bar was a wide range bar, no doubt about it. But I'd like to see a little bigger move up with the market there. Right. Not doing much right here. Still got the order in on RBLX. Still watching the AMD. If AMD puts in like a 5-minute 3-bar play right here, I will be tempted to get into that. Give it like a dollar stop. This thing definitely has $2 of range left. Yeah, keep an eye on the AMD, guys. Keep an eye on AMD. Yeah, other than that, I don't see much. I'm watching BAC as well, lower. That's a tight stop. Probably give it up to VWAP. It's about a 16, 17 cent stop. Really good relative weakness, guys. Really nice relative weakness on BAC. I'm tempted to get in right here. Like a 15-cent stop. Markets continue to push up right here. Continue to push higher. There's BAC. It's going right here, so if you like it, it would have been a 15-cent stop. Like a pseudo 5-minute 3-bar play. The RBLX, I might be canceling this here soon. If it breaks my stop, I'm going to cancel RBLX. Still liking the AMD quite a bit here, guys. Still liking this thing quite a bit. Alright, so I'm going to cancel RBLX for now. Canceling RBLX. Did not trigger, and it broke my stop, so holding off on that one for the moment. Look at BAC off to a good start. Like I said, it would have been a 15-cent stop. You're down 10 cents. So nice start on the BAC. The SPY and the Qs are both just kind of hanging out up here. All right. Guys, AMD, I really like this AMD. I'm a big fan. It's in a strong trend. It's got good relative strength. It's a wide range bar over the pivot right here. So I'm liking this. It's gonna need, don't go right here, son of a bitch. Why does it just not stop? It just keeps going. That's annoying as hell. Alright, whatever. Still watching AMD, but it's just nothing to do with it right here. BAC is looking good. Was that down? There's 15 cents already. God dang. That was quick. Alright. So PayPal is going to be tough to trade. RBLX, you can still watch RBLX. So I want to keep my eye on this. Honestly, the fact that it's putting in a little bit more rest is probably better. So that first green bar that's a big green bar, so it needs a little more rest. You can watch the Schwab under low of the day. Not a bad idea. Alright. I'm going to check some of my backup ideas here, guys. See if we got anything worth watching on the backup list. Nope. Alright. Apple's moving higher. Apple looks pretty solid. I'm going to throw this on the list. FRO's not. Ooh. Shopify had a big day. ALGM is thin. It's thin. That's what it is. So not much to do with it. Alright, so you can watch Apple. You can watch Apple. Still watching the AMD. That's pretty much it, honestly. BJ is really choppy, not much to do with it. It's an AMD, watching it. Nvidia is struggling pretty good, so I'd rather trade AMD. Bank of America looking good. PayPal's a bit extended. Roblox, you can still watch Roblox. I still like this thing. Yeah, keep an eye on it. GE's a little bit too extended. And AAL and Apple. So I'm going to watch Apple. I do like the Apple. I do like Apple. So we're going to keep an eye on the AAPL. Definitely need to get a pattern here, but I like it so far. Same with AMD. AMD just needs to settle down, give me some sort of entry. So no trades for me just yet. We got about 3 minutes until the first 30 minutes is up. You guys aren't trading anything today, it seems like. You guys are quiet. There's Nvidia high today. You know, not a bad look. In fact, I'm going to put Nvidia on this list over BJ. Nvidia doesn't look too bad, actually. It's got a ton of range left. And now it's finding some strength too. So I want to watch Nvidia and AMD. These two. I want to find an entry on one of these guys. I want to find an entry on one. Apple's looking higher. And that BAC, I'm a little perturbed about it. Maybe I should have been in this thing. I mean, it's not at target just yet, but it's close. Guys, RBLX still looks pretty solid. Be about a 65-cent stop now. So a little bit wider on the stop, but still looking pretty solid. Like I said, you can watch the Schwab short. You can watch Schwab. Has some range left for sure, and it's weak, so keep an eye on that. Alright guys, I like Nvidia. Like I said, I like Nvidia, I like AMD, I like Apple. I want to find an entry on one of these guys. Market looks like it's pulling back a little bit, healthy pullback. So looking like we may just end up continuing to go higher. Honestly, if I want to get into anything now that Nvidia is showing this strength, I'd rather get into Nvidia. It has a lot more range left and doesn't really have any resistance. You see AMD has some resistance at 88 bucks right here, 89. So, I mean, I like them both. I'll take whichever one I can get a pattern on, but I'm going to favor the Nvidia a little bit. And Apple's another one I'm considering, guys. Look at this 1 minute. You know, Apple, I might give this thing a 54-cent stop. You know, yeah, I'm going to try to get into this Apple. I'm not going to get it, I don't think. 154.39 by 153.84. A 55-cent stop. So you can get it right here. You definitely can get it. Peekaboo over. Now it's pulling in. So we'll see how it handles this. So I guess it's a good thing we didn't have the order in just yet. Staying patient on the Apple, not getting in just yet. All right, guys. Getting a little bit of a pullback on the Nvidia on all the watches right now. Patience. Thank you, Green and Gone. Thank you. Exactly. No need to rush into these things. The trade will be there. There will always be another trade. There will always be another trade. It's the 9 o'clock hour. See what these markets are up to. I'd probably use a stop limit order at this point. Yeah, I think you're right. I think SPYs could come back down. We are pretty extended, especially if you consider the move we had for the last hour of the day yesterday. We've ran up quite a bit, so a pullback to 400 would not be a surprise. The Qs are pushing high today here. Nvidia keeps moving up. And once again, I'm in a position where I wish I could just save an order on TradingView. I don't know why you can't. I guess I'm just going to watch the thumbnail charts. Just watch these thumbnails. AMD and Nvidia both just pushing up. Could go either way, but that's what gives you FOMO in the first place. Yeah. No, I really appreciate you saying something. It definitely makes me a little bit more mindful. That's for sure. Yeah, I really did almost rush into this Apple trade. Again, same thing as I almost did yesterday. Come on, AMD, slow it down. And VAC was just a trooper today. Good trade if you got that. Great relative weakness. I still do, like I said, I like RBLX still, guys. It would be like a 65-cent stop now. Still like an Apple as well. I just wish I could get a better entry on Apple, honestly. SPY continuing to move higher. This is what I was talking about from the move yesterday. We bounced off 397 and we've ripped up into this area of a minor support or minor resistance. So, like Green and Gone was saying, the pullback to about 400 here would not be a surprise. We'll see how we handle the high of the day right now. All right. And these AMD Nvidia just keep grinding up. A buy setup right here would be so sweet. Ran up, pulled back to like 86.50, puts in a bottoming tail. Ooh, I'm gonna be hot to trot if we get that. Nvidia, I'd like a breakout more on Nvidia. AMD, I'm looking for a buy setup. Nvidia, I'm looking for a breakout. Honestly. Apple, looking for a breakout. RBLX, looking for a breakout. It's almost a flag at this point. You could argue to get in over 42.50. But that's aggressive. All right, guys. All right, so we got another 5-minute bar completed. This could be the start of the buy setup on AMD and Nvidia. This could be the start of that, or at least the breakout on Nvidia. Apple, right here, high of the day. 153.84. Apple's going right here. I love this thing, man. It just keeps like peekabooing over. Look at this. Look at the 1 minute, guys. This is what's keeping me out. Every time it like breaks out, it's a topping tail. Topping tail. Just did it again, put in a little topping tail. I don't trust Apple right at the moment. Don't trust it at the moment. I'm gonna hold off. That BAC, man, it got it done, didn't it? Not quite, I guess. This is a spot I would really love Apple to settle down. Man, if Apple puts in a red bar and retest 154, that would be nice. Be a 50-cent stop, coming back to VWAP. That's what I want to see on Apple. SPY's just chopping around. Not able to get over that high of the day still. Apple, it's going a little bit. Not what you want to see. I'm still watching the RBLX as well. Oh, man. Markets are pulling in here, so this is what Green Gone was saying a minute ago, guys. That was a good observation. We're extended, could easily pull back, test the 400. It's going to bring stocks with it. Yeah, guys, Nvidia, I would be considering this like about a $2 stop. I like that. Get it under the VWAP, under that support. I'm watching Nvidia. Watching it. It's probably my favorite idea at the moment. Probably my favorite idea is Nvidia, guys. Be like high of the day with a $2 stop. Yeah, Nvidia is strong, and I mean what's really sold me on Nvidia, guys, is this daily chart. Like this thing is so strong, and it's into an absolute void. Like there's nothing holding Nvidia back. Maybe you could argue it's a little bit extended on the weekly chart. I mean, not a maybe. You could make that argument for sure. You can make an argument that it's extended on the weekly, but for today's purposes, yeah, I think Nvidia's got it. Market's putting in a red bar, Nvidia's just chopping around and putting in a green, so. Yeah, I'm gonna get my order ready on Nvidia, guys. 244.12 by 242.40. Oh my god, it's going right here, son of a bitch. Nvidia's going right here, guys. Man, just didn't give enough rest, dude. Shit. Alright. No need to rush into this thing. Oh my goodness, I'm a little bit upset, guys. I probably should have just taken it. I mean, the pattern was not there, but the strength was. The strength was there. All right, just stay patient, guys. Look at this though, guys. We haven't missed anything yet. Look at the range on Nvidia. Average range is $9. We've only done 4 today. We have plenty of time to get Nvidia. It's only 40 minutes into the day. We're good. I know. I was ready. I had the order. I was getting the order ready. Look at it. Look, that's why we wait, man. Wait for that pattern. We are pattern traders. We gotta wait for a pattern to trade. Guys, Apple's looking good up here. You can watch Apple for a breakout. Still am watching the RBLX. You know, RBLX is getting tension over 42.45. Give this thing a 50-cent stop. I'm watching that RBLX, guys, on like a bull flag pattern. Markets continue to pull in right here. Putting in another red bar, so look at that. Big red bar in the markets. All right, we saved it. This is why we wait, guys. This is green and gone. Patience, man. You said it earlier. Couldn't have put it better. Patience. Patience, baby. Patience pays. Now we can get ourselves a better entry on Apple, better entry on Nvidia, better entry on really all these stocks. All these stocks. Wait for that market to pull in. We're at VWAP right now. So we'll see how it holds the $400 area. This is the next area of support for the spot. And look at that. Look at that. We would have had a $2 stop. So it would have been like right here. Whew, I would have been biting my nails, man. Would have been biting my nails, cursing my screen. I still do like AMD. I said I would really like this thing on a buy setup, but if it chops around long enough and gives us a good enough entry, I will take it on a breakout. Guys, Apple's still one I really want to keep my eye on. Be about a 51-cent stop. And now it's showing some good relative strength as well. 54.54 by 54.02. Okay. It looks like Apple's holding up the best out of the stocks on my list. Alright. That's a pretty decent sized red bar, guys. Like the biggest red bar of the day so far. On the 5-minute chart at least. I mean, RBLX rolling over, so probably not much to do with that. Nvidia is pulling in pretty good. I still do like Nvidia though. Still like this thing. AMD and Apple. And Apple's my top watch for sure. See how it holds up here on this 1 minute. Let me get my order ready for Apple. 154.54 by 154.02. Alright. So markets are pulling in. They hit the $400 mark, putting in a little bit of a tail. Apple's holding up. This thing has quite a bit. I might give this a little bit more room, guys. My target would be 155.50, so up in this area. Alright, I'm getting my order in here. Give this thing a little bit of room. I really don't want to see it break this pivot here at 154.12. I am going to get my order in though. I got my order in on Apple. 154.02. Oh, Apple. This is a 52-cent stop. It's showing some good relative strength at the moment. It's still like Nvidia and AMD quite a bit. Nvidia is one I'm probably gonna have to take over high today, guys. This is not a buy setup. It's not a buy setup. You need two or more lower lows. This is one lower low, so and one lower high. You know, whatever. But so these markets are kind of looking weak, low key, guys. Looking like they might break down under 400. And that Schwab really gave it up, didn't it? Wow. I didn't really see any great patterns. Maybe you could have gone 72.50 by 73.20, 70-cent stop. So you're down 2R, but Apple's pulling in a little bit more. As long as it holds our stop loss, which I don't know what it's going to do. All right, so I got an alert. Looks like it's probably going to break the stop. Yeah. All right, so cancel Apple for now. Cancel the Apple. Watching Amazon. Is Amazon showing strength? Ooh, actually, yeah, you're right. Not in a great void. So it's got this resistance up here at 96.50. It's like pretty solid resistance, multiple areas. So it is showing a little bit of. Oh my goodness, guys, look at that! Wow, big sell-off in the markets. Nvidia, Apple, AMD, they're all pulling. Actually, AMD's looking good, guys. AMD buy setup. This is what we want on AMD, kind of. Ooh. AMD, keep an eye on it. That BAC was nice, wasn't it? Almost down 3R. Ugh. Right after we said that. Yeah, right. Just nasty. Right? I mean, Amazon's showing some relative strength, though. It is showing strength, but yeah, that pivot at 96.50 is a bit of concern. All right. So, yes, I'm still watching the AMD. Yeah, AMD. Getting in on a buy setup here is doable, but it is aggressive. Over 87.43. Probably want to give this thing at least VWAP, so about a 90-cent stop. We need $1.80 out of it, so up to like 89. That's over the pivot. I really want the target to be under 89. That's like the goal. Get that target under 89. So it needs to be like a 75-cent stop or less. So you can give it 75. All right, I'm watching the AMD, guys. Watching AMD for a buy setup. I'm really liking the relative strength it's showing. I mean, markets are all the way back at low of the day. All the other fat man stocks are pulling in wide range red bars, and this thing's just kind of putting in an average typical bar here. So keep an eye on this. 87.43 by, I'm going to give it like 75, so 86.68. Right. Right under that $89 area. Looking at Microsoft. Well, I'm going to have to look at it on this list here because I don't want to mess up my order. Oh my goodness. Sorry. All right, so, god dang, that's so annoying. Why can't I type on that? All right, so I'm gonna get the order in on AMD. I'm gonna be looking at Microsoft, see what you guys are looking at here. Ooh, actually, yeah, Microsoft is showing relative strength as well. So watch the Microsoft. Microsoft is pretty strong. Got range left. Does have that resistance at 260. So if you did this, I'd probably take it on a breakout. Like $1.20 on the stop. Yeah, watch the Microsoft. Definitely got relative strength. I like that. I like that. Excuse me. Well, I got my order in on AMD. Let me type this up for you. 87.43 by 86.68. Order is in there on AMD. Buy setup. Right at 50% retracement. Again, a little bit concerned about this, the way it's extended on the 15-minute. A little bit concerned about that. But it looks good so far. So we need 75. So 75 cents is just over that whole number, 88.18. RBLX pulling in pretty good. All right, so I don't see a whole lot else right now, guys. Watch Amazon. Again, does have that resistance up there at 260 or 96.50. Microsoft, same thing. So Microsoft and Amazon look kind of similar, actually. Yeah. Kind of regret not getting into this BAC. That was a pretty nice 5-minute 3-bar play. Man, look at Nvidia. Ooh, what a dog, man. What a dog. If we would have been aggressive and not waited for a pattern, that would have been a nasty stop out. Good thing we were patient. The SPY's putting in like a double bottom right here. See if we're able to go higher or not. We are right at support, so this is definitely an area where we could bounce. Right. So man, no trades for me today. It's almost 9:30 already, so I'll be on here for another 5 to 10 minutes or so. There's Nvidia pulling or AMD pulling in still, so our entry and stop loss are still solid, still good. I'm not gonna change it just yet. If it breaks that stop loss, I will change it. And I'm honestly a little bit tempted to change it anyways and get in over the 87.18. Give it like a 90-cent stop. We need $1.80 still. So right at it. Yeah, keep an eye on that, guys. Keep an eye on, I might change the NVIDIA, or AMD actually. 87.18. Stop loss at 86.27. Need right at 89. That be a 92-cent stop. So break even is basically in the same spot. So watch AMD. It's holding VWAP really well so far. And if you put in a bottoming tail there, VWAP, that would be nice. All right, yeah, markets are still choppy. It's been a pretty choppy morning, honestly. I mean, had a bullish start, and then ever since 9 o'clock, we've just been really weak and choppy. So, not the easiest morning for trading. Other than that, BAC, Bank of America, I really haven't seen much that I like. AMD big resistance at 88. You might be right, actually. No, you're definitely right, green and gone. That's a good observation, no doubt. I mean, look, this is where all that junk is. This is where so that pivot is. So yeah, there's some resistance at 88. The only reason I might be okay with taking this is because I would be at break even at 88.18. And if I took this one, a 92-cent stop would be break even at 88.90 or 88.10. So there's definitely resistance. You're definitely right about that. I mean, pivot is just chopped around up here. So $88 is an area, no doubt. And the more it pulls in, the less I like it. Don't see much else. I'm tempted to try and get a high of the day break even, like a 63-cent stop on here. It's a little bit tight though. It's getting tight. All right. Well, not doing anything just yet, guys. Actually, I'm not even going to modify this order because I'm not going to get in at 87.43. That's not happening. I'm not going to wait for that. All right, so we're changing AMD right now. Still not a huge fan of this, so might be canceling this. It's showing some pretty solid relative strength, though. You compare it to NVIDIA. NVIDIA's just rolled over, super weak. Apple's kind of holding up a little bit. PayPal's pulling in. Yeah, so not a whole lot going on. You can watch AAL if you like it over high of the day, maybe. 1675, like a 13-cent stop, so definitely has the range. Has some resistance at 1680. But watch it. Amazon's moving up a little bit. Microsoft's moving up a little bit. Amazon definitely has relative strength, guys. This market bounces at all. This thing shouldn't be going. I don't know if I want to get in 95.80 by like a 70-cent stop. So you need break evens right at that pivot at 96.50. keep an eye on the AMD, or not AMD, sorry, Amazon. Keep an eye on Amazon. AMD's just hanging out. The 1 minute actually still does look pretty good though. Just a nice smooth pullback, right at VWAP, right at support. So I still like that AMD quite a bit actually. Got me tempted to get in right here, 86.89. Give it a 60-cent stop. $1.20 would be out. Yeah, that is actually really tempting, guys. What do you think? 86.89. Give it the current stop, so 63-cent stop. So you need $1.26. You 2 hours at 88.15. Markets are looking like they're going to bounce here. Guys, I'm going to change this up. 86.89. Stop loss is still going to be 86.27. 88.2 something. Alright. Then where'd break even be at? Here would be, the break even would be like right at 87.50. Alright. Do the same, a few cents here. And that's a smooth pullback, guys. Alright, I'm going to modify that. Change AMD to, what's going on here? What's going on with this order? That switch? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we are in AMD. That needs to be 15. And 15. Alright, so we are in AMD. 63-cent stop. So break even is going to be, what is that? 87.51. 87.51 for break even. It was 86.89 by 86.27. I'm getting that in there a little bit late, but it's in there nonetheless. Here's Amazon and Microsoft both popping over high today. Not bad, not bad. You could honestly watch Microsoft. It gets up into this 260 area. You could definitely keep an eye on it. Nvidia's not doing much. AMD's off to a decent start. Needs to get over that pivot there at 87.18. Apple's back up. Guys, Apple's another one you could watch over high today. About $1 stops. A little bit of a range concern there, but not too bad. PayPal, nothing. Alright, so I'm in the AMD. With that, I'm probably going to call it a day here, guys. Don't have much else going on. The Amazon's moving up a little bit. Yeah, that one. You know, you could have maybe argued to get a buy set up here. About 95.50. About a 50-cent stop. Not a terrible idea. Microsoft, another pretty strong stock. So, all right, so just the one trade for me, guys. AMD. Looking like it's off to a pretty good start. Break even's at 87.50. Target is 88.13. So we'll see what happens. It's in the market's hands now. Kind of banking on this market to keep going up. Double bottomed right here at support. So yeah, we get over 401, get over high of the day. I think AMD should be just fine. I was able to mitigate the risk too because we have, like Green Gone said, we do have a solid resistance at 88. So now my break even is going to be 87.50. So even if we don't get up there, should be good. All right, this is why we do this, guys. We would have just been getting triggered into the trade, the original entry right here. So, all right, you guys don't have any other questions or comments? Then I'm going to be hopping off right here. Yeah, I'm going to manage this trade out per my plan. So, worst case scenario, I lose an R. Best case, I make 2R. So, I think it's kind of going to be dependent on what the markets do. If the markets get stopped at 401 and start to roll over again, that might be it for AMD. But if we continue going higher and break up near high of the day, it should be all right. So that is it for me. Appreciate everybody tuning in to the stream today. As always, I will be here every morning, 5 minutes before the market opens. So come on in, say what's up, keep yourself accountable, keep me accountable. Green and Gone, appreciate you, my man, helping me out with that patience comment. Oof, saved me an R. So thanks, man. Hope I'm doing the same for you. So take care, guys. I will be back here tomorrow morning. Have a good one.